Hey King, thanks for clicking on the video. I'm Cody B, and today we're going to take a look at one of my personal favorite types of trolling that our wacky little guys that we keep tabs on endure from time to time. That being the art of imitation trolling. It is said that imitation is the purest form of flattery, and I do personally believe that to be true to an extent, especially when the thing or person you are imitating is positive. Drawing inspiration from others or even trying to replicate the style of someone else with your own spin is a very normal and healthy thing to do for creative types, but it can be a fine line between imitation or inspiration and direct copying. If you follow too closely to what inspires you, people will view you as attempting to ride the coattails of someone much more successful than yourself, thus making whatever you produced much less desirable. Think something like those crappy low-budget movies or games that have a title that is almost the same as a popular one, hoping to get like a grandma or someone equally as ill-informed to buy it thinking it is the popular one. Well, have you ever thought of what would happen if you took this concept a step further? What if instead of making a cheap copy, you perform a hostile takeover, stealing the very space that your inspiration once held? Maybe even going as far as to taking over someone's very identity, becoming an even better version of that person that they could even ever dream of being. Well, believe it or not, this has actually happened in the world of lolcows 3 times that I am aware of, usually being dubbed the Liquid Sagas in reference to the Metal Gear game series, I believe. But Chris Chan, King Cobra JFS, and World of T-Shirts have all suffered this fate, although admittedly the instance with World of T-Shirts was a seemingly one-time event that, although was very funny, wasn't a sustained campaign to troll the lolcow like the other 2 were. It may not have been as long-running as the other 2 trolls, however Josh Block or World of T-Shirts was the only one to be directly confronted in person by his clone. It took place one unassuming night. Josh Block and his wrangler/leech Mr. Baste were walking down the streets of New York, presumably heading to a bar to get Josh drunk, when from behind, another Josh Block would appear, uttering the forbidden phrase.
Put the fries in a bag.
Stop it, stop it.
Put the fries in a bag. You're my clone. You're stealing my intellectual property.
He's a nice guy.
Get out of here. I'll sue you for what. I'll send you to Rome to get mauled.
Just ignore him.
You bitch.
Go!
Go where? Stop stealing my copyright. What? You're gonna bite me?
What's up?
What?
Yeah.
Ow!
Yeah.
Ow!
How what? What?
I'm hurt!
Hurt how? Do you need medical attention? You scraped your elbow? I should. I should what? Fuck off, bitch. Fuck off, bitch. Whoa, don't get hit.
Get him away! Get him away!
I'm truly impressed with Liquid Josh, as we will be referring to him as. He really has the voice down perfectly with the cadence and tone. I do believe that Josh overreacts a bit too much to Liquid Josh. I may be missing a bit of context here, but I don't get why he's so terrified in this situation. Maybe they encountered Liquid Josh earlier in the night and that put him on edge a bit, but running off like that seems a bit dramatic to me. I think my favorite part of this video is all the people standing around who just have no idea what's going on. Everyone just kind of lets this event take place, which, to be fair, what do you do in this situation as a bystander? I would probably be dumbfounded and do nothing to help as well, but I do find that interaction with the lady who told Liquid to leave Josh alone really funny. You can just tell that Liquid Josh is having the time of his life with this.
Why you do the same shit, brother? I saw those clips. You do the same shit.
Help me!
I'm you.
Help!
I'm you.
Help!
But I'm you.
Help!
I'm you. I'm you.
Get him out of here!
I'm you.
I'm scared!
I have your hat. I have it. It's on me.
I scraped my... He's back!
I'm here. You cannot steal my copyright, you bitch.
Ignore him.
Ignore me. I'm your whole show, you dimwit. You're 60 years old, streaming. You're retarded.
Go in the bar. Go in the bar.
Do you have issues?
Don't go in here. Don't go in here. Go in. Get in there now.
He's a lunatic.
Go in. Go in. Get the fuck
He's
in.
crazy. I don't know. What are you doing? Oh, fuck off. You want to do that strong arm shit?
Bar owner. Get rid of this guy.
I'm buying drinks. He's freeloading. You're freeloading.
Get rid of this fucking piece
You're
of
free.
shit.
Why? What's special about him? He's 60 years old, hanging out at a singles bar. What is that?
I know. We gotta get you.
Just relax. Hey man, I'm gonna need you to take a few steps back. I'm working. You can film me.
He's a creep. He's a rapist. You know that guy right there?
No,
He's
I
60
don't.
years old.
That guy's
And he molests girls on the street over here.
The bystander effect was going crazy when Josh ran into that restaurant. Everyone there was just stunned. I really do appreciate how Liquid Josh started going after Mr. Bass though. I'm not going to go into all the details in this video as it is a massive can of worms, but Mr. Bass just sucks as a human being, like just objectively a terrible person. My understanding is that what was said at the end of that clip is true along with much more allegedly, so it was just nice to see him catch a little bit of dirt even if he deserves much more. So that's pretty much it for the World of T-Shirts incident. I've heard that Liquid Josh made another appearance at some point, but I'll admit that I don't follow World of T-Shirts all that closely, so this event was the only one I could find coverage of when I did a little bit of digging. So it's a short, sweet example of this type of trolling, but it lacks the depth and dedication that the other two locales experienced. We will start by discussing King Cobra JFS and his battle with a troll known also as King Cobra JFS, just spelled with a K. We will refer to him as Cobra with a K and Real Cobra as Solid Cobra. Cobra with a K would make his appearance on YouTube in early 2017 after an event in the Cobraverse known as The Purge. Solid Cobra, in a fit of rage directed at his recording software, would delete every video on his channel. This tantrum would give Cobra with a K the perfect opportunity to take the spot as the real King Cobra JFS, as he managed to make a few videos before Solid Cobra returned, meaning that his videos were technically on YouTube first, thus allowing him to make a video calling Solid Cobra out as the imposter.
What's good, YouTube? It's just been brought to my attention that some troll has been stealing my identity. This so-called King Cobra JFS, spelt completely wrong, has been going online and making videos pretending to be me. Now, ever since my last channel got deleted and this one got started, I think that's around the time he started too. But if you check my videos, you'll notice that I started first. If you check the times on my videos, you'll notice that mine were posted before any of his were, which is all really the proof that you need. So this is a call out for you, fake Cobra, to back off and quit trying to be me.
There is a lot that I really enjoy about this. The spelling errors in the video titles are spot on. I'm pretty sure that he's sitting in front of a green screen of Cobra's apartment at the time. The outfit is perfect, topped off with the Sharpie tattoos. It's all just very goth, and he really captured the essence of Solid Cobra, and I appreciate the effort that went into pulling this off. However, Solid Cobra would not take this lying down. He was the real Cobra after all, so he had to set the record straight.
And then on top of that, I got some poor imitator, and this is an account called King Cobra JFS, spelled exactly like mine. And instead of spelling Cobra with a C, this YouTube user spells King Cobra JFS, the Cobra, and that YouTube user's name is spelled with a K. And there's nothing you can do about it, YouTube. Technology fucks with you, people fuck with you, it's just part of the YouTube experience. If they think it's gonna stop me from making videos, they're sadly mistaken.
This initial response is quite measured by Solid Cobra, actually. He definitely didn't freak out or do anything, really. And honestly, this entire troll campaign would have died right here if this is where Solid Cobra had left it. However, there is one thing that we have to take into account, that being the massive egos of our lolcows. The main reason that Cobra, or any lolcow really, even has any trolls is due to the fact that they have a pathological need to respond to the trolls. As we all know, if you don't acknowledge a troll, they will move on most of the time. A great irony of this is that there are plenty of examples of of Solid Cobra saying this exact thing, but yet his ego just simply won't allow him to ignore the trolls, which allows sagas like this to take place. The two of them would go back and forth for a while, making videos directed at one another. Cobra with a K would do nothing but catch dub after dub, because his formula was basically just doing a video that Solid Cobra would do, but just a little bit better. The main example of this was various food challenges. Solid Cobra would set a challenge for himself, fail it, and then Cobra with a K would just swoop in and complete it. An example of this being the Wendy's T-Rex Burger Challenge.
That's called a T-Rex burger. You're talking to Cobra HD, baby. Only the best for my fans. In fact, the reason I haven't uploaded a video all week, YouTube, is because me, Fun Size Felicia, and Stephanie have been getting freaky all week. I've been too busy boning down on these two hot goth chicks to make any videos. Well, we made one video. I've got it on my iPod Touch so I can watch it at my convenience, but you won't be seeing that. Donald Trump, you should make weed legal, or I'll cast a dark spell on you.
I just gotta say that I really enjoy the editing that Cobra with a K did in his videos. It's quite entertaining. It's also a fact that Solid Cobra was absolutely seething about Cobra with a K, saying that he was busting it down with Stephanie, who was an ex-girlfriend of Solid Cobra, and Fun Size Felicia. Fun Size Felicia was a love doll that Solid Cobra was in possession of for a while before he had a spurg out and destroyed it with a knife, just in case you didn't know that. But even though it was obviously untrue that Cobra with a K was doing any of this, it still got Cobra pretty angry, which is very funny. An aspect of this story that I haven't discussed up to this point is magic. Naturally, both Solid Cobra and Cobra with a K were very powerful wizards. Solid Cobra has a genuine delusion that he can wield the arcane arts and bend the world to his whims, so when Cobra with a K casted a baldness spell on Solid Cobra, it bounced off of Solid Cobra's Circle of Protection spell, which led to this video being produced.
Hi, Sean. Hey, Cobra. What have you been up to lately, Sean?
Oh, you know. Just hanging around? Well, I feel like I'm at work right now, to be honest.
Why is that?
Because I'm used to being around assholes with no lives. And today's no different.
Shut up, Sean.
Tuesday's gonna cast a fucking spell on me. He doesn't realize that my dark powers protect me. Like anything he tries to cast on me will not work. And on top of that, it's also gonna bounce back on him. Your shit's about to get royally fucked up. And you remember not to fuck with me. You're going to rue the day. You're going to rue the fucking day you impersonated me. Just remember, when your shit's royally fucked up, you will remember not to fuck with me. And you're gonna realize real quickly that I'm not the fucking person to mess with. That fake King Cobra JFS is about to have his shit rocked. And not in a good way either.
Like I said, I'm used to dealing with assholes with no lives. And today's no exception.
This was a massive moment in the battle between the Cobras. Cobra with a K would be gone for some time, and it had almost seemed that Solid Cobra had truly defeated his imposter and moved on from this bump in the road. However, one dark stormy night, Solid Cobra was playing with a thunderstorm and inadvertently brought Cobra with a K back from the grave with a stray lightning bolt.
Almighty thunderstorm, come forth to me. On this video I film on my phone. Almighty thunder, pounding outside. Strike for me loud on camera, please. You're witnessing real magic, you two. I'm taking my magic wand. I'm pointing it at my window. Almighty thunder, flash. Let's turn the light off so we can see it, YouTube. Okay, watch this, YouTube. Got the King Cobra playing with thunder and lightning. Because I can. Almighty thunder. I got the camera pointing at my window. Are you watching this shit, YouTube? You see that? Boom. Thunder come forth. Boom.
Absolute cinema. I truly love that video. Cobra with a K would use his newfound life to get onto a podcast that Solid Cobra had been on not too long before called KeeperCast. In Cobra with a K's return, he would proclaim himself to once again be the true and legitimate King Cobra JFS. This would prompt a response from Solid Cobra and his friend slash massive degenerate Warlord Campbell.
And when I watched the newest episode of KeeperCast, I noticed that the phony King Cobra decided to make an appearance. This motherfucker is so delusional. I would like to introduce a good friend of mine, Warlord Campbell, who's been a friend of mine for like 3 years.
What is good, YouTube? I don't give a fuck. This is bullshit. A lot of bullshit. I don't give a fuck. My name isn't Warlord for nothing. Don't like me? Don't like my fucking tour chick? I'll kiss you in the face with it. If not, I got brothers everywhere.
Right?
Because we're warriors.
The phony King Cobra is such a delusional fucking retard. The phony King Cobra JFS accused one of my good friends of smoking spice, and he doesn't, obviously. Like, this dude's clueless, and eventually the phony King Cobra JFS is gonna get what's coming to him, and he's going to rue the day he made fun of me.
Oh, and I want to interject here, YouTube. I work in a dish pit. I work in a dish pit with the real Gothic King Cobra. And if you work in that dish pit, I ain't never seen you there before. So seriously, if you work there, let's step outside.
Warlord is such a goober. We can look into him in another video because he truly is insane. But for the Battle of our Cobras, the next big event would take place on a KeeperCast livestream, where we would finally get to see both of our Cobras face to face and finally determine once and for all who was the real King Cobra JFS by going through a gauntlet of King Cobra themed challenges.
Okay, so I don't want to make this confusing while I referee and delegate. So I'm going to call Josh King Cobra because I believe him to be the one and only true King Cobra. What do you want me to call you?
I'm Josh Saunders, but you can call me King Cobra.
I'll call you just Josh, but I'm not calling you Josh Saunders. I'm not calling you King Cobra, okay?
No, you can call me King Cobra.
All right, well, we're going to start here. Guys.
But when you say my name, just say it with a K.
All right, I don't know how I'm going to do that. Guys, just be civil. So this is how we're going to start, okay? Starting with the real King Cobra, Josh Sanders, right here. No, not you.
All right, I'm ready.
No. Okay, so opening statement about why you are the one true Cobra.
Right off the bat, I am not a fan of this host. He is needlessly hostile towards Cobra with a K. I mean, he agreed to host this debate, but went completely out of his way to not play along with the joke, and I just don't get that. I mean, let's be honest, this is obviously ridiculous. Cobra with a K isn't the real King Cobra. No one is fooled by this. But if you are going to make the decision to host a live stream debate, giving a platform to something this ridiculous, lean into the joke a little bit. You don't have to come out the gate being like, guys, this is the fake King Cobra. Look at how fake he is. It just makes you look like a tool. Thankfully, he doesn't totally ruin the debate simply because of our Cobras being so entertaining.
Alright. Now, most of you will recognize me. Even when I do delete my videos, I do have a habit of doing that. But you'll notice that right there in the vice clamp, I have a staff I'm working on for a buddy of mine. And I also have prepared a brand new drink combination that no one has ever seen before. And anybody who's followed me on YouTube long enough knows about my symbol right here. Yeah. And then they also know about the tattoo that I got done at Black Sunday Tattoo Parlor.
Okay. I think that's a pretty good opening case. Imposter, what do you got? Josh. Cobra with a K.
Well, first of all, thanks to the phony King Cobra for fucking this session up because he couldn't figure out
how to do
Google Hangouts. Yeah, you got to figure out something better.
I would like to point out that there are some videos I wish I hadn't deleted
because I can't
from my newest account. But at the same time, this is giving me a chance to become a better YouTuber.
But I'll just do my opening statement quick.
Hold on. Imposter, there's a lag on the Facebook call.
Yeah, so like when I talk on the Facebook call, I hear it on YouTube like 20 seconds later, and it's fucking me up.
Oh, so just turn off YouTube.
Yeah, but then I can't hear Josh. So how am I supposed to respond to the guy?
I mean, I can just tell you when it's your turn to go, but it's not going to be perfect.
No, like I can't hear him is what I'm saying.
No, I know, but I'll just tell you when it's your turn to go.
But how can I respond if I can't hear him?
I don't know what to tell you.
Maybe plan your show a little bit better next time.
Okay.
Advice.
Okay. So, imposter off to a crabby start. Is that your opening statement?
Yes.
Okay. Josh, we're on to drink combos.
All right. Look at that.
No, it's not time for muscles yet.
Okay, so I should probably quit showing those off just yet. Good thing Wyoming has an open carry permit for guns.
Easy boy.
All right, so let's see this drink combo, Josh.
Cobra with a K totally mogged the host in his opening statement. I loved that. But this is what I mean by the host not entirely ruining the debate. He did a really bad job setting this up, leading to technical difficulties. But to be fair, Solid Cobra didn't help the situation with his own technological incompetence. But the Cobras really delivered with the content. Solid Cobra just randomly flexing his arms into the camera is super funny. Honestly, the fact that Cobra thinks that his arms are crazy massive, even to this day, is one of my favorite things about Cobra. But now let's take a look at the drinks that our Cobras put together.
So you call that a Cobra Angel cocktail?
Yes.
Okay. So you're gonna take a break now here, and I'm gonna give other Cobra a chance to rebuke this. Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Gopher, you're gonna have to like give me a transcript of everything.
Yeah. So
Andrew Moore's saying because I can't hear shit.
Basically, imposter,
all I can see is him drinking out of a glass of what looks like liquid diarrhea, and what I thought this was the drink combination challenge.
Okay, so imposter, he just mixed some monsters, some champagne, all sorts of stuff, and he called it the Cobra Angel drink combo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just happened to be making a drink tonight called the Super Cobra Angel Drink Combo.
Okay. And what's in that?
Take a glass.
Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey. Mountain Dew Black Label.
Hold on, Josh. It's the imposter's turn.
Okay.
What'd you just say?
I was just telling Josh was saying that
the imposter already had his turn.
Okay, so what's in your drink?
I'm not YouTube. I should mention I'm not sponsored by Mountain Dew or any of these other drinks. They just make really good products.
Interesting.
Just a little bit.
I wonder if he's adding
That's for
bleach to
color.
his drink combination. He should.
We got Four Loko lemonade.
Oh, wow. So, imposter, Josh just said you should add some bleach to your drink combination.
Some what?
Some bleach.
He should come in his like he did last time.
Oh, no.
How can he hear me, but I can't hear him?
I think he's just waiting for the delay.
So that was a deep cut from Cobra with a K. For those who are unaware, Solid Cobra in his very early days on YouTube mixed some of his own baby goo with various flavors of Monster Energy and drank it.
It's my sperm, people. I'm going to drink my sperm mixed with all this other crap I have with me. What? Okay. Yep, sperm's in there. We're gonna call it a King Cobra. That's right, we're calling it a King Cobra. Oh man, that is fucking awesome, dude. That is good.
So yeah, that's repulsive, but honestly, even if I didn't bring up the receipts of this event, Solid Cobra's reaction after Cobra with the K said that is really all the proof that you need. I'm not gonna lie, now that we've gotten a look at both of the drink combos, I think they both look kind of disgusting, but I'm leaning towards the side of Cobra with a K's drink being a little bit better, just because he used mostly sweet drinks like Mountain Dew, and for the alcohol it was a beer and a Four Loko, topped with whipped cream of course, whereas for Solid Cobra he used much harder alcohol like whiskey and champagne. He did also have Mountain Dew products along with Monster Energy drinks in his combo, but I definitely give the edge over to Cobra with a K for this first test.
And now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Josh Shred!
That sounds like shit. If I win this competition, he has to smash his guitar.
Okay.
Over Bob Marley's head.
All right, Josh, that's 2 minutes. Time is up. Josh.
He's taking too much time.
He's not listening to me, imposter. Josh?
The beast of ritual rock revenge. Now upgrade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Your time. Was that enough?
He's
or
already
more?
he's already going. He's already going. Wow, imposter. That was, wow.
I really enjoyed the guitar section here. Solid Cobra's solo was fine. This was before he had fully melted his brain with air dusters, so he had some technique left on the guitar. But I think the best part of his solo was when he began to sing along. It really just added a lot of soul to his performance. Even though Solid Cobra ran a bit over his allotted time, I still think that Solid Cobra took the dub on this one. Cobra with a K definitely put a better physical performance on with his crazy moves that he was performing during his solo, but it just lacked the soul that Solid Cobra provided, so we are now neck and neck at 1 point each. But before we move on to our next section, let's take a look at a bit of trash talk between our Cobras.
So Josh, while you were playing, I did write down a couple things. The imposter said 2 things. He said, 1, you sound like shit. And he also said, if you lose this competition...
I thought this was a guitar competition, not a kill your neighbor's cat competition.
He also said, I thought this was a guitar competition, not a kill your neighbor's cat competition.
Okay, I thought this was a guitar competition, not fucking your mom's dead pussy competition.
Okay.
Don't talk about killing the cat.
Okay, I'll let him know that. He said, imposter, he said, I thought this was a guitar competition, not a killing your mom's dead pussy competition. Talk about killing the cat.
Ask him why he enjoyed eating my farted on Doritos so much.
Okay.
If he
You
claims
must not
to
know
be
what
gay.
it means when you tell someone to shred a guitar.
So Josh,
Right.
he said he wants to know, I don't know what this means, but he said, how did it taste when I farted on your Doritos?
It tasted like you photo edited that shit in a fucking movie because you're obsessed with me and you like sucking my cock.
He
you wish
said,
you could, but
okay.
you're not going to.
Okay, Josh said to you, imposter, it tasted like you video edited that because you're an imposter and you want to suck my cock, but you're never going to suck my cock.
I don't want to suck your cock because your mom's already sucking mine.
Okay, hold on, let me tell him that. Okay, Josh, he says, I don't want you sucking my cock because your mom's already sucking my cock.
Actually, no, I never offered to suck it. Quit teasing.
Okay.
Okay, quit trying to tease me with that because I'm not into that.
Did you see
Your
that?
mom's the one sucking my cock.
Okay,
Right to his left, there was some weird pixels going on there.
Okay, I'll let him know that
Did
in
you
a
guys
second.
see that?
Yeah, I'll let him know. But imposter, he said, I never offered the cock thing, so quit teasing me with that. Josh, he says he can see some pixelated screen to the left of you.
Oh, wow, you got pictures of me on my computer butt-ass naked. It's because you're gay and you're obsessed with me.
Okay, imposter, he said, why do you have pictures of me on your computer butt-ass naked? Are you gay?
For someone who's not gay, he sure talks about cocks a lot.
Okay. Josh, he says, for someone who's not gay, you sure talk about cocks a lot.
I'm not talking about cock right now. You're the one that talked about having a picture of me butt-ass
How about
naked
we
on your
move on,
computer.
to
Oh, I
what
can screen
everybody
cap
came
pixelated
here
images.
for,
Blah, blah, blah,
the
blah,
bicep
blah.
challenge.
Like,
Okay,
dude,
okay, that's fair. We're going to move on.
The game of telephone that was going on here did make this pretty funny. I really like how Solid Cobra just completely misunderstood the pixel thing and ended up getting mad about Cobra with a K having nude pictures of him on his computer, which is just completely conjured up in the head of Solid Cobra. It's just a cherry on top of this epic middle school level argument that they're having.
The bicep challenge, okay? So, Josh, I'm going to allow you to go first, and then I'm going to let you know how the imposter feels about it.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
All right. Okay, so
I
I'll
got
describe
bicep.
this to you. Yep.
Number 1, I can't even fit my entire fucking hand around it.
Okay.
And then we got bicep number 2, equally as big.
All right. And now can I get, Josh, can I get both of them upwards like this, you know, like the Arnold kind of thing? Yeah, there you go. Okay, wow. Okay. Let him know kind of what you said. Imposter, he put his hand around the first one. He said, I can't even fit my arm around it, my hand around it.
Those look like Noodles.
Wow. Okay, Josh, you said they look like noodles.
Before we get into another round of insult telephone, I gotta say that Cobra with a K was a bit out of line with that noodle statement. Cobra obviously has massive arms. I mean, he just has absolute pythons attached to his shoulders. That double bicep shot he did was insane. But in all seriousness, it is wild that Cobra actually has no bicep peak. Like, you and I both know that he was flexing as hard as he possibly could, and his arm just looked exactly the same.
That's how your mom said when I was spanking her last night, like a little bitch.
Not like thick.
Okay,
noodles. It looked like thin noodles.
Yeah, so Imposter, it's your turn, but he did want you to know, with the noodle comment, that that's not what your mom said last night when he was spanking her like a little bitch.
Tell him when he's sucking my dick after this competition, he's gonna know what his mom's butthole tastes like.
Whoa. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I'll say it. Josh, he said, after you suck his dick after this competition, sorry, after this competition, you're gonna know what your mom's butthole tastes like.
Actually, I'll cut his dick off and shove it up his own ass and then make him eat shit and die. How about that?
All right, so Imposter, it's your turn, but he did respond by saying, actually, he will cut your dick off and shove it up your own ass so you die. How about that?
How about I cut his dick off and shove it up homeboy Scotty's ass? Because they'd both probably like that.
This is getting ugly. Josh, he says, how about he cuts your dick off and shoves it up homeboy Scotty's ass because you probably both like that.
Yeah, how about you tell him this?
I also
how about
wanted to
he must be a fucking faggot because he
take the time to
about
thank
shoving his dick
Andrew
up
Moore
Scotty's ass.
from
If he lays a
bringing
hand on
AIDS from
Scotty,
monkeys to humans.
I will get involved in this.
So will I.
Hold on, guys. Calm down. I'm just mediating here.
This round of insults definitely was a bit more vulgar, to the point that we got homeboy Jeremy to chime in to let Cobra with a K know that if he goes after homeboy Scotty, he's going to have to deal with him, which I find hilarious. There are a lot of characters in the Cobraverse, so if you were unaware, Scotty is a friend and fellow degenerate that Cobra used to hang out with a lot. He is also very funny and almost a lolcow in of himself, but I just thought it was pretty funny how much of a nerve Cobra with a K's statement struck with Jeremy.
Without further ado.
All right, he's flexing, Josh. We'll give him a second. A lot of shit talking going on.
I'm STD free, so go fuck yourself.
Okay, so, So, Josh, can you see what he's doing, or do you want me to describe it to you?
I cannot see what he's doing or hear what he's doing.
Okay, so he
because
just...
it's mind over matter. I no longer mind because he no longer matters.
Okay, so
It's
Josh...
like that episode of Family Guy. You're a big fat phony.
Okay, so Josh, he just crushed with ease to...
I'm dedicating that can crush to my baby mama Tina.
What are you doing?
Okay, so Josh, he crushed 2 cans with his biceps, and then he said, I want to dedicate that to my baby mama Tina.
You are so full of shit, dude. You are so desperate for attention, it's pathetic.
All right, I don't want to... Okay, hold on. I don't want to bicker in between like we did, so I'm going to just... Let's calm down.
I just want to toss in that Josh was one of the first people that I met when I moved up from Louisiana to Wyoming.
Okay.
I do know for a fact that this is the real Josh Saunders, King Cobra.
And I also know for a fact that Tina's baby daddy is Scott Hackman.
Okay.
And I myself am also a very personal friend of Scott Hackman.
Okay, sir. And sir,
I know
what's your
all
name?
about Josh being the godfather and everything.
Okay.
So.
And what's your name?
Yeah. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, that's definitely a point going over to Cobra with a K. Those can crushes were epic, and I really don't think there was much of a competition when it came to the bicep contest, but Jeremy making another contribution to the debate was great. I love how he legitimately pleads the case that he knows for a fact that Solid Cobra is the real Cobra. His genuine concern that some people might think that Cobra with a K is the real Cobra is extremely entertaining and a bit endearing, honestly. Even though this situation is ridiculous, it is a little heartwarming to see him defend Solid Cobra so passionately.
So this is what I'm going to do, Josh. I'm going to tell you the imposter's joke, and then you have a joke rebuttal, okay?
That was
Sounds good. Sounds good, Sean.
Okay,
All
so
right, cool.
Josh, go ahead. Go ahead, Josh.
My turn?
Yes.
All right. So, Sean, you have a joke? Yes, I got a joke. What's your joke? What's a necrophiliac's favorite band? I don't know, Sean. What is a necrophiliac's favorite band? The Grateful Dead.
Okay, that's pretty good. So, imposter, he said his joke was, what's a necrophiliac's favorite band? The Grateful Dead. You're up.
All right, I'm going to just come up with one off the top of my head.
Okay.
So this is a brand new, never before done Sean and Saunders joke for the Keeper cast.
All right.
Hey, Sean, I heard you're working a new job.
Yeah, it's all right so far.
Oh, yeah? Where are you working?
I'm working in a mortuary.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of being here.
And why is that?
Well, I'm used to being around assholes with no lives, and today's no different.
Okay, let me tell Josh that joke, okay?
So for the first round of jokes, it obviously goes to Cobra with a K for that absolute banger of a joke. I'm honestly amazed that Solid Cobra let Cobra with a K tell that joke first, because the mortuary or funeral home joke is by far Solid Cobra's most famous joke that he tells with Sean. Speaking of Sean though, Solid Cobra's Sean does look really rough in this video. I don't remember him being so raggedy looking with poorly painted on green eyes and eyeliner, but let's move on to our next round of jokes.
So, imposter, we're going to let Josh and his Sean do a joke now, okay? Go ahead, Josh.
So, Sean, do you have any more jokes? I got tons of jokes. Well, can you tell us 2 jokes? Sure. I have a joke about a skeleton and a joke about a leprechaun. A joke about a skeleton and a joke about a leprechaun? Yes. But what's your leprechaun joke? What's a leprechaun's favorite music? I don't know. What is a leprechaun's favorite music? It's sham rock. Yeah! Aha. Okay, what's your skeleton joke? Why couldn't the skeleton cross the road? I don't know, Sean. Why couldn't the skeleton cross the road? He didn't have the guts to do it.
Okay.
Solid Cobra strikes back hard with a double whammy joke. I do actually agree with the host that the skeleton one is much better than the leprechaun one. I mean, not having the guts to cross the road, that is peak Halloween dad humor. So Solid Cobra gets a point here, as even though Cobra with a K had a decent joke, it just couldn't stand up to the skeleton one.
Hey, Sean, do you have any more jokes for the Keeper cast?
Yeah, I got one more.
Boning. It was a joke.
All right.
Yeah, it's
Hold
all
on,
right.
Josh. Hold on, Josh. It's imposter's turn. Go ahead.
Oh, it's Tard's turn.
It's my turn now.
Okay, go ahead.
Josh Saunders, the real King Cobra.
All right. Go ahead.
Hey, do you have any more jokes?
Yeah, I got another one for you.
All right.
How do you know that Andrew Moore, a.k.a. the fake King Cobra, is not adopted?
I don't know. How do you know that?
Because why would his parents pick him?
Okay. Oh, that's so mean. Okay, I'm going to tell him. Before we move on to the next subject, I'm going to give you each a closing joke and remark with your Sean. So, Josh, go ahead.
My turn?
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, do you have any more skeleton jokes? Yes. What did the skeleton say when he went to the fancy restaurant? I don't know, Sean. What did the skeleton say when he went to the fancy restaurant? Bon appetit.
Okay. So, imposter, before you go to do your joke, I just wanted to give you a chance to respond to that. He he asked Sean if he had any more skeleton jokes, and Sean did. And basically he said, what did the skeleton say when he went to the fancy restaurant? And to which the skeleton replied, bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
All right, so that was shitty.
Okay, go ahead. Your turn.
First of all.
Okay.
Second of all, hey, Sean, can we get one final joke from you?
Yeah, sure. Josh getting laid.
Oh, Sean.
So for our final joke round, I gotta give it to Cobra with a K. This was right in the middle of Solid Cobra's infamous 6-year dry spell, so that joke landed pretty hard. Plus, the next skeleton joke wasn't quite as impactful as the first one. So that means that the joke round goes to Cobra with a K as well, since he secured 2 winning jokes to Solid Cobra's 1. So this puts the overall ranking for who is the real King Cobra to 3 points to 1 in favor of Cobra with a K. Things are looking pretty dire here for Solid Cobra, so let's see if he can make up some ground here in our final statements and magical performance.
But what would you say to the people as your closing remark before we get to the final magic competition that would solidify in their minds that you are the true King Cobra?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, for one,
okay,
you know,
mm-hmm.
I did have long, luscious hair until my baldness spell bounced back and it all fell out, but I'm in the process of growing it back. And as you can see, YouTube, my entire head has grown in quite nicely indeed.
Okay.
But expanding on that, any of my true fans can easily distinguish between myself and this phony Cobra. I don't think anything else really needs to be said. I've got huge bulging biceps. I've got the voice of an angel. I can shred guitar like nobody's business. I know all the sickest drink combos. And I've got luxurious, luscious hair.
Okay. Okay, I respect that. What's your closing remark before magic?
I would like to say it's been a pleasure doing battle with you, good sir, and it's a good match, but hopefully people will see that I'm the real King Cobra if they follow me long enough on YouTube. You know my tattoos by now, you know my symbol, you know my dummy Sean. You know I'm crazy with the drink combinations, you know I'm a Tennessee honey man through and through.
I think that's a great closing remark.
I do really appreciate the sportsmanship that Solid Cobra shows in his final statement. It's been a really good battle indeed, and I do want to say again that Cobra with a K has put in a good amount of effort to capture the essence of Solid Cobra. But now, at long last, we reach the penultimate moment of this contest, the Duel of Magic.
You're gonna have to talk me through it or something.
I will.
Okay, so I will show off a couple of things. First of all, for my magic, this is one wand that I made myself that I carry around with me. This is the same wand I used to conjure that thunderstorm. The same fucking video that the fake King Cobra JFS stole and made some bullshit up about how he came back reincarnated. You never died in the first place, dude. And my magic never brought you back to life. This whole thing has just been one desperate cry for attention.
Okay.
You got it.
All right, Josh, go ahead. Let's see what you got. And as you do your trick, do it slow because I want to explain to the imposter what's going on.
All right. Now I want to try to conjure an actual chi ball.
Okay, so Josh is conjuring a chi ball right now.
Better not be.
Okay, so he's breathing in and out.
I'm trying to visualize a green chi ball materializing.
He's
between my
visualizing
hands.
a chi ball in his hands. He has his hands at heart center. Oh, wow, I do see a little bit of energy in there. So there's certainly something in between his hands.
See the energy right there?
Yeah, I do actually. Wow. Okay, so he's moving his hands around. You can certainly see that there is... It looks like he's holding a real ball, imposter. Wow, that's a pretty cool trick. Breathing heavily. Oh, kind of crushing his hands with the ball, reforming it, almost as if it's like a spiritual snowball.
About green chi right there.
Wow. And sure enough, there is what seems to be kind of a green aura around that. All right, I'm going to give you a round of applause on that. That's pretty cool.
To me personally, that is one of the all-time greatest Cobra moments. The way that Cobra with a K says that he better not be when Solid Cobra begins to summon the Chi Ball is just really funny to me. But this is also just peak King Cobra delusion that I just really enjoy. The host also finally does something right and leans into the delusion here. I mean, we all know that Cobra is a very real gothic wizard, but there was nothing going on in those hands of his. But now, let's see how Cobra with a K responds.
I got a good one.
Okay. So the imposter is going to go and do a trick. Oh.
Can you read that?
Yeah, that's not really a trick.
Okay, watch this.
Okay. That was actually pretty cool. So Josh, his trick was he had a piece of paper on it that said, "You're gay," and then he made it disappear, and it turned into a $5 bill.
I guess he's gay for money. That's his trick, is letting everybody know about his sexuality.
Not gonna lie, that trick was excellent, but Solid Cobra actually had a really decent response to it. I think it was probably the only time in this entire stream where Solid Cobra actually sort of dunked on Cobra with a K, so that's most definitely what's up. But there is still one more spell that Solid Cobra will cast.
All right, so he's doing the same magic he did to conjure the storm. Go ahead, Josh.
Okay. It's really just a mental thing.
Yeah,
Picturing that thunderstorm coming forward.
Myself.
And that may or may not happen.
That's okay, go ahead.
But what I can do, I want to focus my energy on the tip of this wand, and you're going to see a green ball up here above it.
What the fuck? Hey, Josh?
What?
So, I don't know what the fuck. The second that you touched the tip of your wand, the imposter started shaking and hung up the call.
What happened?
The second you started touching the tip of your wand, the imposter started shaking and hung up the call.
That's because he can't handle the fact that I'm the real Cobra, and my power is overwhelming for him.
Now that was truly intense. The fact that Cobra with a K put up a circle of protection but was still jolted and booted out of the call by Solid Cobra's magic just goes to show how truly powerful of a wizard Solid Cobra, or should I just say the real King Cobra, truly is. The rest of the stream, Cobra and the host just talked a bit, Josh took his victory lap, and that was pretty much the end of this chapter in the Cobraverse. I wasn't really able to find out much more about this event after the stream. I did hear a rumor that Cobra with a K had actually passed away at some point, although this is by no means confirmed. Again, I wasn't able to find the clip of this, but I vaguely remember Cobra being told at some point that Cobra with a K had biffed it, and his response was something along the lines of, "Yep, that's what happens when you mess with Cobra." So I truly don't know what really happened, but if you do know more about the aftermath of this situation, please let me know in the comments. So that wraps up our imposter Cobra section, and now it's time to dive into the original copycat troll, the one who started this entire form of trolling with influence spanning outside of the original verse that it was done in. It is none other than the Liquid Chris saga. Chris Chan is the very first lolcow, and someone who, for better but mostly worse, captured the attention of thousands of people due to his very unique antics online. Chris is the perfect combination of stupid and egotistical, which makes him ripe for this type of trolling. I did mention ego a bit in the Cobra section, but Chris Chan has an ego infinitely bigger and even less deserved than King Cobra. I mean, at least Cobra can actually play a guitar and make music. He's not good at it, but at least he has created original works. Chris Chan, on the other hand, has never had a single original thought in his entire existence. His titular character, the thing almost as infamous as the man himself, Sonichu, is the horrific bastardized love child of two pre-existing characters, being Sonic and Pikachu. However, despite Chris Chan being nothing but a waste of space and oxygen for his entire 42 years of life, that did not deter him from viewing himself as a literal god. Now, to be fair, it did take him going to jail for 2 years after having non-consensual relations with his elderly mother for him to come to that conclusion, but even before his ego festered to that level, Chris Chan always viewed himself as superior to absolutely everyone else. So you can only imagine the deep wound that it must have left on Chris's heart when someone else came online and began calling himself the real Christian Weston Chandler. We will be referring to our two Chris's as Solid and Liquid Chris respectively, so Liquid Chris came onto the scene in identical fashion to what Cobra with a K would do many years later. Solid Chris's YouTube channel at the time had been deleted, not by his own hand however. Solid Chris had lost his channel to some trolls and it was shut down by YouTube not long after. Solid Chris would swiftly make a new channel, but it was too late. Liquid Chris had already laid claim to the title of the true and honest Chris Chan and occupied the space that Solid Chris once called his own.
Captain's log. Stardate. June 21st, 2009. My name is Christian Weston Chandler, and y'all already know me as the creator of the Sonichu franchise and comics, and the Roast Chew comic as well. I know I haven't been make the videos for YouTube in a long time, but that's because I've been busy with my my sweetheart search, searching for my sweethearts on the internet and such things, things like those.
The voice is truly spot on. I mean, everything down to the tone, cadence, the stress size, it's all just perfectly done. The outfit is fairly close as well, with the thick glasses, striped shirt, and Sonichu medallion. I do like the detail that it's made out of paper. It's just kind of funny to me. The first few videos Liquid Chris would make would actually go unnoticed by Solid Chris, not due to a lack of effort on the part of Liquid Chris. He'd made a direct call-out video proclaiming himself once again to be true and honest, while Solid was nothing but a dirty troll trying to slander his good name.
Just a quick update here. Just a little, it's come to my attention that a troll claiming to be me, the real Christian Weston Chandler, has posted fake, defamatory, and lying and false videos on my former channel. I denounce these and the blatant, dishonest lies. Do not believe what the trolls are saying about in those videos. Every word, every crook is patently false.
Now, to be fair to Solid Chris during this time, he was in the midst of trying to prove his innocence against the allegations that he had something to do with the passing of beloved TV commercial star Billy Mays, so he definitely had a lot on his plate at the time.
Captain's log, start date, July 1st, 2009. I am recording this video to relinquish the false stupid rumors of me having anything to do with the recent death of Billy Mays. That's such a slanderous lie. Just because somebody dies, you go blaming the nearest person. You just go blaming the nearest person. It just ticks me off. And anyway, I was actually at my cousin's wedding, Jonathan Carey, in Red Oak, Virginia. You can look him up. I was there the weekend. You can even talk to my Uncle Raymond, who lives nearby. And anyway, the cause of his death, and I read this to you from a printout from his Wikipedia page, and I quote, on June 29th, after an initial autopsy on May's body, Dr. Bernard Adams, the Hillsborough County, Florida medical examiner, stated that he suffered from hypertensive heart disease and that a heart attack was the likely cause of his death. I had nothing to do with it, so quit the false rumors.
Even though it did take a little while, Liquid Chris would eventually catch the attention of Solid Chris, and all it took was a video that Liquid made talking about how he went to a convention and made a decent amount of money selling Sonichu medallions and comics, along with some Sonichu-themed sweet treats.
Greetings to my fans on YouTube. I am sorry that I haven't posted a video for a while, but I have been very busy rolling in the dollar bills. I tell you what, this past weekend, I went to Otakon, which if y'all don't know that, the Ota convention for some anime and video games and Japanese. Yeah. So anyway, I took my original and official Sonichu merchandise over there, and what it was replica medallions, and my comics, and I even baked some myself, some Chucky Chip cookies in the shape of Sonichu's head. So I actually sold all my merchandise by the afternoon time, and made lots of money. Here it is there. So, but I'm going to spend it on my church congregation and buy my pastor Elizabeth a copy of Little Big Planet. I hope she has a PS3.
I find it really funny that it was only when Liquid Chris talked about making money off of Sonichu that Solid decided that he needed to respond. Chris really does embody every single deadly sin to the extreme, so when Liquid played on his greed, it really wounded his pride, so Solid finally was prompted to make this video.
Captain's log, stardate, June 22nd, July 22nd, 2009. As you all may have heard about the quote-unquote Christian Weston Chandler that went to the Otakon the past weekend and accidentally uploaded a video of himself in a stupid brown striped shirt with a paper-thin metal replica. Paper-thin. If you want the official merchandise, the medallion is made from clay. Clay! C-L-A-Y. And not only that, remember my face? My face. And I'm nowadays wearing a vest and improving my image. Do not buy any more from this crappy imposter. Do not give him any more money. And he says he's going to give it to, quote-unquote, his congregation with my Elizabeth Foss. It's my congregation, not his. Who does the imposter think he is? Down with him! Burn in hell! And worst of all, that nasally voice of his to think he can get away with his mind. He's got another thing coming.
Chris getting angry is always really funny to me. He's genuinely the least intimidating person of all time and just comes off as a petulant child throwing a tantrum when he tries to be tough. He also calls out the paper Sonichu medallion and proclaims that real Sonichu merch is made of clay. I don't even know if at this time Solid Chris was even selling medallions. I kind of doubt it, because from my understanding he didn't start making money on anything he was doing until he got a set of wranglers who basically did all the work setting up an Etsy store for him and then took a cut of the profits. Shots had officially been fired on both sides at this point, with Solid getting progressively more angry about this situation. The fans were praising Liquid, giving him the admiration that Solid felt that he truly deserved. Liquid would also continue to lean into how much money he was making off of the Sonichu brand, showing off stacks of money in several of his videos. This would just eat away at Solid, who just couldn't fathom someone else making money off of his wholly original, unoriginal creation. However, another bombshell would drop on the world of Solid Chris when Liquid created a video showing off a voicemail that he had received from a gal pal who was seemingly interested in him romantically due to all of his success.
Okay, so I just want to let y'all know how great I'm doing. And oh, what's this on my my answering machine here?
Oh, hi, this is Casey. I know you don't know me. Quiet! Yeah, I'm really calling him. Anyway, I found your number, and, I just wanted to call and say hey, because, I think you're kind of sweet. And I was just thinking, you know, because what the trolls are doing is really horrible, and we don't have many sweet guys around, so, you know, maybe we could be friends, and I can help you with the tough times, and, because, you know, you look like you need a friend, and you make me laugh, you're so funny. This is really embarrassing. I don't usually do this for people online, but, just call me back maybe, okay, if you want. My number should be on your caller ID, and, I guess, well, as you would say, peace and bye.
Well, I'll just let y'all judge on that one for yourself.
At this point, it was clear that Liquid Chris was just Chris, but better in every single way. He wasn't obese, he had the drive and work ethic to generate obscene amounts of money off of his Sonichu merchant comics, and he had the ladies coming after him. He truly had it all, leaving Solid Chris firmly in the dust. Things would only get worse for Solid Chris, as not only was his identity successfully stolen by Liquid at this point, but Solid had a new identity forced upon him, that being Ian Brandon Anderson, the name based on the name of his channel that Solid was uploading on called IBA Chandler. All of these constant L's that Solid was taking would prompt him to create another video in an attempt to dispel rumors. He attempted to appeal to people's logic and reasoning, but he also made demands of them to see him as the true and honest Christian Weston Chandler.
Alright, Captain's Log. Stardate, July 29th, 2009. Let's get this over with right off the bat. Dispelling rumors and making a few points. There are no official Sonichu or Rosechu merchandise yet. Whatever you're buying right now, it's fake, especially from the damn black, brown striped imposter posing as me. And I can best prove who I am. Close up, zoom in on me. Right, my driver's license. With the customer number censored. Can you copy front and back, thickness, front, reflective, Virginia, if you can see it. I think not. I think not. Ignore all YouTube videos portraying me in a wrong sense, especially if it is not on my true YouTube account, this one, IBA Chandler. Also playing off of my father's license plate. Little bit. I be Mr. C. A lot of Mr. C's, I'm an important C. Mr. Chandler. I be a Chandler. And yes, it is true. I have called myself a troll because I'm trolling my trolls back. So, in a sense, I am a troll to those trolls only. I am not a troll to any of the true, honest people out there. Because of the internet and whatnot, it's hard to tell a difference. So, if you are not a troll, and you know you're not, it does not apply to you. Otherwise, you know you're a troll. I'm trolling you back. And it's okay to be stupid sometimes. Stupid. Damn dirty song. While it is not okay to be homosexual, I will personally not judge any individual of that one trait. I'm willing to be friends with homosexuals. And let me make it clear, I will not tolerate any further damn dirty stupid questions questioning my dang orientation. I, Christopher Christian Weston Chandler, am straight. Have good faith in me. And to all my loyal, true viewers, fans, everybody, you will be rewarded.
Well, I guess that confirms my suspicion from earlier. Chris was in fact not making any Sonichu merch at the time, so in actuality the products produced by Liquid Chris were the true and honest official Sonichu merch. Love that for him. Unfortunately for Solid Chris, this video would convince an astonishingly low amount of people that he wasn't a homosexual and that he was the true Chris Chan. As a side note, I really enjoy how he needed to constantly defend himself against allegations of him being gay. Just like every other thing in his life, it was truly damned if you do, damned if you don't, because the harder he fought the allegation, the more he looked like he was trying too hard to hide his gayness, and if he ignored it, well, that was just passive admittance, because you wouldn't argue against a true statement, right? That would not be the only video that Solid would produce. However, he would directly challenge Liquid to a singing contest, the winner of which would obviously be proven to be the real Chris, since Chris is known for being such a musical genius.
Alright, Christian, Mr. Brown-Striped Imposter, since you have been able to accept and complete my question challenges, it is time to issue a new challenge. I challenge you in a SingStar competition. The rules are simple. We are to each pick one song out of our own library, our own playlist, and sing them verbatim without any printed lyrics and without any karaoke equipment. And I will show you right now how fair I am. My room layout. No karaoke equipment whatsoever. And also we must have the MP3s played behind us, so therefore no musical instruments whatsoever in any video. And only in song number 5, no song before, we will allow each other to pick one song and challenge the other with that song. And the deadline for each uploaded song is approximately 24 hours from the previous one. So your song number 1, the deadline for that will be approximately 24 hours after I upload and start my first song. So with that, we will soon be commencing with the first track, Sonic Boom.
It truly is fascinating how locals are so obsessed with karaoke. I mean, Chris Chan, King Cobra, Cyrax, and Nova Online are all really into poorly singing over other people's songs while they're playing in the background. It's just a strange thread that binds them. But anyway, this is an interesting challenge. Solid did specify that there would be no musical instruments involved, since Liquid Chris had shown in an earlier video that he could actually play the guitar, which is something that Solid is entirely incapable of, so this was an attempt to stack the deck in his favor. But before we move into Liquid's response, I do want to show you the part of this video where Solid dry shaves his goatee off.
thing. No imported music, which means no Japanese, no Spanish, no German, no other country language. Only English.
Now be prepared, because this is the first and only time you will ever hear me give any form of compliment to Chris Chan, but that was probably the most hardcore and badass thing he has ever done in his entire life. I mean, he was absolutely raking that razor across his face, but he was stone cold the entire time. It was funny how the head of the razor kept popping off on him, but that just shows how much pressure he was applying, and I'll admit, this is a feat that I could not replicate, and I don't even use shaving cream myself. I'm just a hot water kind of guy. There was absolutely zero context in him doing this as well. He starts off the video laying out ground rules for the SingStar Challenge, stops, shaves, and then goes back to detailing more rules. It's kind of based in a really weird way. Anyway though, I'm going to stop saying anything positive about Chris before I vomit. Liquid Chris would gracefully accept Solid's challenge and would absolutely steamroll Chris in his performances. It's mostly copyrighted music, so I can't really show it to you, but you really shouldn't be surprised at this point that this was the outcome. Solid obviously didn't take his defeat very well. He even went as far as to fully dox himself in a video to prove that he was the real Chris Chan. I'm not going to show that because I don't really feel right about it, even though it's obviously an old dox for him. But yeah, he really went all out with his full address, phone number, pretty much anything shy of his social security number, but it still wasn't enough to get Liquid's fans to see the light and give all of their attention and money over to Solid. Liquid would create a humble video celebrating his victory in the SingStar Challenge, thus fully earning the title of the true Christian Weston Chandler. Liquid would also go into further detail on his successes with Sonichu and give a sneak peek on what was to come for the beloved character.
Captain's log. Stardate. August 11th, 2009. Hello, my loyal fan base. I would like to address the imposter, Ian Brandon Anderson, for a moment. I officially declare myself the winner of the SingStar Challenge contest because your judges have not followed any rules, uploaded any videos. My judges have been following the rules and giving me scores. Therefore, because you have no scores, you're out of the running, and I am the true Christian Weston Chandler. Now, I don't care if you're stealing my original work and comic pages and arts and uploading onto a dimpy little website where no one will see them, while the true comics are about to be published by Dark Horse Comics. Yes, you heard it right. Dark Horse is they are working furiously to create and draw and write the first Sonichu Episode 0 comic within accordance from Sega and Nintendo. Now they are also working with certain Microsoft as well. My current status on the project is they may hire me as production manager. So, you know, keep my fingers crossed.
A detail that I enjoy about this troll is how Liquid allies himself with Microsoft along with Sega and Nintendo. Solid is known for being a massive Sony fanboy and having an immense love for the PlayStation home console, with a vitriolic disdain for the Xbox, so that had to have just been another thing that bothered him, and with good reason, because at this point, Solid Chris had been entirely routed. He was defeated and outplayed at every conceivable turn throughout this saga, and because Chris has absolutely no critical thinking skills, he believed everything Liquid was saying at face value, which led to this video response from Solid.
Oh, no you don't, Chris. You're not getting away that easy. You do all that, I will sue your sorry ass. And I'm going to tell Nintendo in my right way to stop you. Because they know as well as I do. I sent them the letter previously, months and months ago, with the original printout of the number 0 book. They know. They have the records. They know. I've been a customer of them for years. They had my money a bunch of times, long before I met up with Sony and gave them over Nintendo has like over $5,000 worth between me and my parents. But anyway, you will not succeed. You are the imposter. You are the imposter. Stop that brown stripe in the shirt with the paper medallion. Stop that imposter. Sonichu and Roshu are mine alone. I am the Christian Weston Chandler, born with the birth name of Christopher, February 24th, 1982. I'm the one with Robert Franklin Chandler Jr. as my father. I'm Barbara Ann Weston Chandler as my mother. Stop that imposter bastard has been posing with my name, my address, my phone number, everything! Stop him! He deserves nothing! Die, you! Especially after that disclaimer video I made, where I told everybody not to buy anything from you. I implore Nintendo, now Microsoft, and Sony, do not buy anything from him either. He's the imposter, I'm the real deal. Look at the history on ED and everywhere else. You will rot in jail, mister. You will rot in jail. Nintendo has known me for years. So much longer. Practically my whole lifetime. They know me. And they know you to be the imposter. You go into Nintendo's doors, they will kick your ass out. Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, stop him. Put him in jail. Call the police on him. Everybody else in my true loyal fan base, do the same thing. Please help me. Put him in jail when you see his sorry face. And you know what? Let's top this off. Right now. No shin. We're going with the original. Just for that imposter that has worn the brown stripes all this time. Call the police on him.
That video is peak Chris Chan. That Kursehameha was incredible. I genuinely lost it the first time I seen that, but this lash out, although entertaining, proved to be little more than the death throes of a man who had been proven to be the imposter. Liquid Chris would go on to take a victory lap with this video here.
Captain's log. Stardate. August 14th, 2009. Hello, my loyal fan base. Today is you may be noticing that I am wearing a different shirts. This is to well, I know that I am, but don't, by all means, do not get your tidies in a knot, for it is a symbol of success. First of all, I thank my sweet Casey for saying yes to marrying me, and it's but a given that we will live our whole lives together forever, where no man and no boyfriend may intrude. And another thing, baby, I got the job there as the production manager and the game designer of the official games. Yeah, with the assistance of my true and original characters Sanchu and Rosechu and their world, I am now taking the first steps to growing up. This means that I will be moving out of my house and into a condominium in Redmond, so that I may travel and liaison between the headquarters of Microsoft in Redmond and Nintendo of America in Redmond, in development of a whole new series of games, a whole new series of Sonichu games for the Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii, and Nintendo DS. And possibly in the future, PlayStation Portable and PlayStation 3. But, which brings me to my next point. I am going to community college all over again. So to learn about the business practices that my mother and father have been fine-tuned to for so long, with any luck, I can apply my new skills anywhere I wish. Which brings me to my mother and father. I am going to fund their retirements with some of my sweet and tasty paycheck, which is a hefty sum that even allowed me to buy this new fancy shirt in the first place. However, this means I will be very busy, and I most likely will not have the time for YouTube videos, and well, therefore, I must announce that this is my official last video. And my official, my videos are over. And
I am leaving YouTube at least until I am well established in Redmond.
That was beautiful. Chris had truly made it. He proved that he was real, he humiliated Ian Brandon Anderson several times, and now he was set to ride off into the sunset to live a long and fulfilling life, caring for his wife to be Casey, and living out all of his dreams as the famous creator of Sonichu. It was truly a storybook ending, but this story is not over yet. Another video would appear from Liquid, however this time the optimism and good vibes were replaced with uncertainty and distress.
Captain's log, stardate August 13th, 2009. Tell them your name. Christian Weston Chandler. Are you the real Christian? Yes. No! Yes. No! Yes. Then why do you dress up like him? It's a symbol so we don't have to be afraid of scum like you, Ian. Oh, you do, Christian. You really do. Huh? Yeah. Oh, you think you've made Quickville a better place? Look at me. Look at me! You see, this is how kicking me in the balls works out. I would tell you right now I was coming for you. And now, since I finally have you, I'm gonna give you that piece of my mind I told you about there. Peace, Christian Weston Chandler.
Ian Brandon Anderson had gone too far with this one, and no one knew what would happen next and if our hero Chris Chan would be able to escape unharmed. Ian would attempt to run some damage control, uploading a video feigning concern for the true and honest Chris Chan, trying to mislead people, saying that it couldn't have been him who made the kidnapping video since he would have uploaded it differently. Ian proceeded to play a song and remove the Kursehameha that he had placed in the previous video we seen.
Stardate, August 16th, 2009. I have seen his latest video. I will have to tell y'all that I know that is a mockery and a lame attempt to frame me, but still. Anyway, let's examine it. The guy that has him, supposedly, just sounds nothing like me. And if I had recorded that video myself, I've uploaded it to my account as well as his account simultaneously, or just uploaded it to my own. I do not have access to his own account. I swear to God. And also, look at the ropes. They're loose. They're loose. He's just trying to pull your legs again with that stunt. So yeah, quit encouraging him. Think about it. But still, it has come to my attention from my friends of Kim and Casey. Casey being Christian's sweetheart. Yes, it was wrong of me to unleash such a heavy curse upon him. And for that, I apologize. And I'm here to make it right.
This would prove to improve the luck of Chris, as he would eventually make his return to YouTube to inform everyone of his predicament and the suffering that he had endured at the hands of Ian.
Captain's log, stardate October 15th, 2009. Hello, my loyal fan base. As a lot has happened to me this past month and a half, I shall tell you first and foremost that I am safe and straight, and I would like to note there that what happened to me there, and why you have not heard from me for so long. Oh, and my Sonichu medallion, I do not have it at the moment because it was stolen from me. I was ready for my bus to Redmond, but just at the bus stop there, all of a sudden I felt someone touching me on my... Yeah, so I turned around because, you know, I am taken by my sweetest Casey, and it was none other than the imposter Christian Weston Chandler himself, or as he is better known, Ian Brandon Anderson. I called him out and I said, "Hey you, Ian," I said, "Hey you, Ian Brandon Anderson." He started screaming and covering his ears, and then he knocked me out with a Chun-Li kick. And the next thing you know, I'm waking up in the middle of the Sahara Desert. I crawled through the desert on my stomach for like a whole month, and until some really nice guys from Aladdin picked me up, and they let me stay with them in their tent. And they took me to a city and where I found out that I had been kidnapped and taken to Africa. And so about a week ago, I called my sweetest Casey, and she was so happy. She was so happy to see me. And I have been talking to her about getting our engagement reinstated. And I asked you, Casey, will you please marry me again? Opening to my heart. A very upcoming date. And on another note there, I am going back to Redmond to my own office with my own secretary to take up my rightful job as the owner of the Sonichu franchise.
That is absolutely diabolical. We all knew that Ian was unstable, but I don't think anyone expected him to kidnap Chris and send him all the way to Africa. Thankfully, Chris was able to escape and make his way back to the United States with the help of some people from Aladdin, which is just a really funny touch. Even the ideal Chris isn't immune to some casual racism. Not long after his return, Chris would confront Ian with a video showing off his combat ability.
Don't want to play nice, do ya? I'll school ya. I'll school ya. I'll take you to town. For ya. I am the only one here who is fit for Casey. And another thing, yeah, and this one's for you. A real deal. Cartier
This was likely incredibly intimidating for Ian, but it was ultimately an unnecessary show of force, as Casey's father had already given his blessing to date and marry Casey over to Liquid Chris. This is a part that I haven't really covered with much detail thus far. There were a lot of phone calls between Solid Chris, Casey, and sometimes Liquid. There are some funny moments in there, but there are over 20 of these phone calls, and it's quite literally tens of hours of audio, so that's why we didn't really get into them in this video. The main thing that you need to know is that Solid Chris, or Ian, was attempting and failing every single time to woo Casey away from Liquid Chris. I do plan on making a series deep diving into the Casey calls, so if that sounds interesting to you, then please stay tuned. But our story has one more clip to show. Solid Chris would produce a piece of paper from the Virginia Library of Congress that stated that Solid Chris had officially registered the name of Sonichu.
Captain's Log, star date, November 12th, 2009. It's no time for fan mail. Well, not much fan mail, as it is a little something from the Virginia Library of Congress. Let's take a look inside, shall we? What do you know? All the trolls have been lying after all. They have no registration. Read it and weep. But anyway, the signature, the seal, and the registration number, and the titles, and everything. This will be scanned and uploaded to the Wikipedia today. So, Bill finger to you, you damn trolling bastards. You can die and rot in hell, Clyde. And you too, Chris.
This may seem on the surface that it was a dub for Solid Chris, but this registration held little to no legal weight and was ultimately pointless, but that would really be the last major event in this saga. Liquid Chris would walk away from the trolling game on his own. He simply just had better things to be doing with his life. He did leave a final statement thanking everyone for their support they showed him and bidding everyone a farewell. The man who played Liquid Chris would go on to live his best life, actually being married to the woman who played Casey in the story and is now a medical doctor who fights cancer. The realities our two Chris's live in can't be any different, and I don't even want to call them two sides of the same coin, as that would be a genuine insult to the Dr. Chris. His name is also actually Chris, by the way. Dr. Chris has gone on to not just be a functioning member of society, but a true contributor, someone who genuinely makes the world a better place with the work that he does every day, whereas Chris Chan is nothing but a burden to the world who has done absolutely nothing, and I truly mean nothing. He has been a net negative, only consuming, gorging himself on anything and everything that he can, and I said it earlier in the video, but Chris Chan is the embodiment of the 7 deadly sins, and because of that, he is a grotesque, pathetic excuse of a man whose only achievement is that he was the butt of the joke for the entire world. With that, I want to thank you for watching this video. This was the largest project that I have ever done for my channel, so I hope that you enjoyed. I have plenty more videos in mind that I want to make, so I hope to see you in those ones as well. Have a blessed day, and peace out.